Today, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar take lecture and discussion on the performance management. Previously, he given the lecture on the performance management. Today, he take the lecture on the competency mapping. Unit 4 of the competency mapping. He will discuss today the objectives, introduction, building the competency models, profiling competency framework for a particular role, potential assessment center for the competency mapping, methods of the competency mapping, what are the different methods are there, what to adopt for the competency mapping in an organization, how to get advantage of the different methods of the competency mapping. Summary is given there, keywords are given there, self-assessment are given there, review questions are given there, further readings are given there. Objectives are, after studying this unit, you will be able to define competency mapping. State the methods of the competency mapping. What are the methods of the competency mapping? Competency mapping begins with the identifying key competency for an organization and for a job. है ना? Identifying the key competency for an organization. For an organization, what will be the competency, and for a job, what will be the competency? And incorporating those competency throughout the various processes. Job evaluation. Please check in your organization, job evaluation is happening or not. Either you promoting some of the employee or not. Job evaluation is important for any of the company for the survival. And the fourth, training and recruitment of the organization. With a competency-based job description, the second step involves mapping those competency throughout the organization's human resource process. The second step involves the mapping those competency throughout the organization's human resource processes. The competency of the respective job description also become factors for assessment on the performance evaluation. Using competency help in more objective evaluation based on displayed or not displayed behavior. Taking competency mapping one step further, the results of the performance evaluation can be used to identify in what competency individual need additional development or the training. Building the competency model. There are three ways in which the competency model may be developed. Behavior indicators, evaluative competency levels, competency described job requirement. They are the three models are there. Behavior indicator describe the behavior, thought pattern, abilities, and traits that contribute to the superior performance. Evaluative competency level, exceptional competency of the high performers are set as a standard for the evaluative competency level of the employee. Competency describing job requirement. This approach is useful for the organization having multiple competency models. Competency required in a particular job are described. Job-specific competency models help in structuring focused appraisal and compensation decisions. These are the three models of the competency models are there. Profiling competency framework for a particular role. Profiling the competency framework for a particular role. To identify the role-specific competency required, industry-specific, functional, and behavior competency which need to be developed for the enhanced performance. The approach for developing a competency framework for a particular role is as proposed below. Understand strategic business context of the organization in terms of its structure and the environmental variables. Detailed role description for the positions. Defining and scaling relative importance and mastery level of the specific behavior for each identified competency as a measure of the performance. Each identified competency as a measure of the performance. Develop competency framework taking into consideration the core value and the culture of the organization in addition to a specific functional and the level requirement. Develop the competency framework taking into consideration the core value and culture of the organization in addition to specific functional and the level requirement. This should gel with the vision and mission of the company. What is the vision of the company? What is the mission of the company? And that is must to be gel with the vision and mission of the company. Validate the competency framework through a workshop. Validate the competency framework through a workshop which should induce the functional expert and the top management personnel in order to define the critical and desirable competency, and also to substantiate the extent to which the competency differentiate between high and average performance by validating the content and criteria. The competency framework includes technical competency, behavior competency, and the proficiency levels required for each competency. Each competency should be detailed in terms of the behavior indicator that enable observation and assessment. Potential assessment center for the competency mapping. The linkage between competency and role is achieved through a competency mapping exercise through which the most critical success driving behaviors for the specific roles are established against the validated competency framework. An individual's potential is identified through an assessment center process as outlined below. Design assessment center. Conduct assessment center. Map individual competency and the gaps. Finally, assess organizational capability and the gaps. A link between people and competency is established through an effective system of the measuring the proficiency of an individual on the desired competency for the role. The link between people and the role is established through the effective measuring tools that evaluate the performance of the person in the role. On the job performance of the individual is evaluated on the basis of the performance management system. The assessment center is a powerful tool in the hands of the management for selection and development. As a selection tool, it can be used for management promotion, fast track schemes, high potential list, and change of the functional role. As a development tool, it is helpful in succession planning, identifying the training needs and the career development. Designing and conducting a potential assessment center should follow basic principles in terms of the accuracy, fairness, reliability, legality, efficiency, multiple assessors, multiple tests, and the optimal stage to increase performance. It would involve two types of the exercise: group exercise and the individual exercise. Group exercise and the individual exercise. Group exercises. For a potential assessment, the following group exercises are conducted. Assigned role exercise used to assess negotiating skills, decision-making skills, and the risk-taking skills. Unassigned role exercises used to assess ability to handle uncertainty, change orientation, ethical behavior, and global orientation. Team exercises used to assess ability to work in a team and solve problems efficiently. Used to assess the ability to work in a team and solve problems efficiently. These are the team exercises used to assess ability to handle the uncertainty, change orientation, ethical behavior, and global orientation. Used to assess negotiating skills, decision-making skills, and the risk-taking skills. Individual exercises. For potential assessment, the following individual exercises are conducted. In basket exercises, used to assess ability to plan, organize, decide, manage, and delegate. Learning skill inventory, psychometric inventory, used to assess ability to learn, leverage knowledge, and indicate behavioral patterns. Interpersonal effectiveness module, used to assess interpersonal effectiveness, X communication skills, patience, and interpersonal skills. Inputs for the analysis of an individual's potential and behavioral patterns are also collected through the multilateral feedback. Self, fear, subordinate, customer, and the superior assessment. Behavior eval interview, career aspiration interview, career history, etc. in order to minimize the assessor's bias and ensure objectivity and uniformity. Multiple trained assessors for the each competency assessment are used. The competency gap can be found out by comparing the desired competency proficiency levels and displayed competency level as indicated in the figure. Based on the above exercises, feedback details for the individual on their strength and development areas are prepared. Positive gaps between the desired and displayed competency indicate areas of the improvement. Negative gaps indicate the strength. Each gap area needs to be analyzed and prioritized into the major minor gaps. These gaps are to be addressed at the individual, department, and organizational level by agreeing on the milestones for each individual in terms of the projects, job rotations, transfer, training, and the job enrichment. Setting of a development monitoring cell in the HR would help in creating a project plan with the deadlines and escalation of the possibility with a feedback system for feedback from the bosses and individual. Average assessment results are used to identify strengths and gaps in an organization's capability. These are the competency are there. Desired competency level, displayed competency level. These are the competency gap are discussed here. Methods of the competency mapping. There are the various methods of the competency mapping: 360-degree multi-rating, organizational surveys, assessment center, expert rating of the job analysis, these are the methods of the competency mapping. It is not easy to identify all the competency required to fulfill the job requirement. However, a number of methods and approaches have been developed and successfully tried out in the organization. These methods are tried out in the organization. These methods have helped managers to take a large extent to identify, the reinforce, and develop these competency both for the growth of the individual and growth of the organization. 360-degree multi-rating. It is a type of the performance appraisal for assessing the employees more objectively. This appraisal method takes care of the many things like what kind of the behavior a person has with the superiors, subordinate, and the peers. 360-degree multi-rating. Organizational surveys. In the organizational survey, the questionnaire are filled by the employee who rates himself. Questionnaire are written list of the questions that users will out questionnaires and return. The techniques are used at the various stages of the development. Depending on the question that are asked in the questionnaire. Assessment center. Assessment center is a mechanism to identify the potential for the growth. It is a procedure, not location, that uses a variety of the techniques to evaluate employee for the manpower purpose and the decision. An essential feature of the assessment center as used by our organization is the use of the situational test to observe a specific job behavior. Since it is with reference to a job, elements related to the job are simulated through a variety of the tests. The assessors observe the behavior and make independent evaluation of what they have observed, which results in identifying the strength and weakness of the attributes being studied. Expert rating of the job analysis. Job analysis tools helps company extract knowledge of core competency required from the internal experts and allow the company to have any number of the experts later contribute rating on the standard competency scale or any job title or position. The accumulated rating are transferred into the composite template defining the ideal competency set for that position. Employee or the job applicants then complete a self-reported version and they are mapped against the template. Skills or the competency gap are thus identified and informed to the training decision. Expert rating of the job analysis is there. Here, a case study of the BHEL of the Haridwar unit are considered here, making performance system a way of the life as a continuous process of linking HRM to the market forces and a stakeholder-driven policy. Several new HR initiatives were put in place during the year, having introduced performance management system as a replacement of the conventional annual confidentiality report. The company became the first PSE to implement during the year an enabling performance management system for executives called the EMAP, moving ahead through the performance. The new performance management system was started by the initiative and the high involvement of the top management with a drive to excel and to counter competition with the domestic as well as foreign suppliers of the equipment. The system, while debugging various learns faced in the performance management system, is aimed at boosting the productivity of employee and introducing greater transparency. It provides access to the over 10,000 executives located all over the country for preparing of their performance plan and completing the appraisal on a web-enabled platform. Web-enabled platform. 5 focus groups at the Haridwar involving approximately 150 executives across levels, functions, location, unit, and sectors were taken to test the use of the MAP. The process of the EMAP took off in 2000. The existing performance management system was analyzed and improvement design measures were arrived at for the analysis. The precondition for making it clear, friendly, and time-saving is enabled. Simultaneously, a pilot project to develop implementation tool and processes for the new performance management system was undertaken. A combination of enabling and the new tools and process formed the basis to implement MAP. Implementation of a communication rollout to all executives. The 2002-3 cycle process review and the report were done by the Hewitt consultant by the June 2003. They also are assisting in the performance planning for the 2003 and the 4. The duration from the designing MAP till rolling it out to the middle and junior level management was the 14 weeks, and Hewitt played an important role during this phase. Vail played its part in rolling out the communications process and MAP to middle and the junior executive. The 14-week task was divided into the 3 phases. The first phase of the 2 weeks duration involved designing of MAP and the communication strategy and its material. The second midway phase was the change phase. The customization of the e-enablement to the MAP requirement was followed by the pilot study in the IS and power sector, and then roll out MAP to the pilot unit and functional template were prepared. The major part of this phase was not spent in the communicating the change and its implementation, as it was important for the reach of the subtask in this phase. Vail leadership team workshop were held and MAP was introduced for usage to the Vail middle and the junior management during the 3rd phase. It was of a 6 duration. The process was mentioned till the end of its completion for the middle management, and the process audit was held for the junior management. 500 change agents were selected to implement the process throughout the organization. These change agents were high job performers and the key managers and executive. The communication strategy Vail used in this task is as described hereafter. The communication principle is to build awareness of the performance management system, to gain an understanding of its functioning during the implementation and thorough feedback from users, and to allay the misgivings of the system. The variables were 5-fold. Evidence, audiences, messages, media, and the messenger. When are the key events taking place in the change process, and what are the key phases in these events? Audiences, what are the key audiences for this change, and how is this change going to affect them? Message, what are the key messages that are required to be communicated to the audience? And what are the other appropriate message for communication? This is important, that the what type of the key message are required to be communicated to the audience. Message is important, and what are the other appropriate message for the communication? Media, how are the message going to be communicated? What are the key delivery vehicles? What is available? What is to be developed? How are the message going to be communicated? What are the key delivery vehicles are there? What is available there? What is to be developed there? Messenger, who are the key messenger? And what are the groups or user they are covering? It was decided to discuss the performance management system at the different levels, cross sections, units, business groups. We had the following agenda in the view: the performance management system feedback last year, expectations from the system, culture and the mindset, key concerns. Vail has been continuously improving. Vail has been continuously improving upon the process approaches for managing the performance. The performance management system was developed through the in-house efforts, taking inputs from the all concerned groups. However, in order to address certain issues which mainly related to the number 1, alignment, number 2, consistency, number 3, transparency, number 4, ownership. A workshop held with the 150 participating executive across level functions, location, units, business sectors. The following inputs were collated. I was able to objectively discuss my performance with my boss. The process made us thinking about our role and the contribution. We are not clear about how goals are to be set. Inadequate understanding of the competency are there. The process was completed only because it had to be done. We don't know what our final scores are. The system is not transparent. It is very difficult to set goals for the service area. Our superiors accumulate our targets as their targets. People have set objectives which they have already achieved or which are routine activity. We set our targets in isolation. Superior people have to not devoted time to the performance management system. Promotion seems to be the objective of the system. The lack of the role clarity has impacted the quality of the process. Number 15, tendency to avoid the stage. Thus, by listening to the users of the system, the current state of the system was wide acceptance of the need for the performance management system. Performance management system design by and large appropriate. Entire organization has attempted to implement it with varying degree of the success and a strong commitment to resolve issues and the move on. And the issue which needed to be addressed, we identify as the alignment and the focus. Executive performance aligned to the goals of the BEL. Ownership, executives taking responsibility and ones of their performance. Transparency, clear, transparent, and objective process. Consistency, consistent application of the performance principle, uniform loading. Thus, a project was taken up to make a performance way of the life at the BEL. This was planned through redesigning, enabling effective organization-wide implementation of the performance management system. Avid associate assistance was sought in the above area. A comprehensive structure was put in place to prepare a roadmap, design the system, design enable process and methodology to implement the same in a time-bound frame. The system has the following feature. Consistency of measure through the functional template. Alignment of the individual goal to the organizational goals. Agreement between appraiser, appraised, and the reviewer. Clarify and enrich the existing competency. Transpose implied to unique roles. Assign competency and proficiency to the unique roles. Redesign of the normalization process. Effective organization, wide communication and training of the new system and performance management system, workflow automation. Also, the futuristic linkage of the system were discussed, debated, and included as below. Direct linkage of the performance management system to rewards. Improved measurement and the target setting. Multi-rater feedback for a segment of the organization as the senior management. Better alignment of the performance cycle with the performance management system. E-learning development platform. Performance potential metrics for career success and planning. Create a new competency model in line with the business reality. Initiate assessment for the senior manager high performance. The basic parameters have been bifurcated into as shown in the figure. Performance parameter, capability development parameter. These are the parameter is there, performance is there, capability development is there. KRA is there, routine responsibility is there, competency is there, development plans are there. These are the basic parameters are there. Performance, KRA. The implementation to take care of issue around the development of the KRAs for the service function as well as the interdependency. The KRA to recognize the efforts that create value for the organization, to include outcome measures as well as measures that focus on the process, capability development, customer and the projects. Identify measure to capture relative each of the achieving performance. Routine responsibility. Appraise to propose weightage to each appraiser to approve. Could be either outputs or activity dependent upon the roles. Some roles might have very high weightage of the routine responsibility, is the preliminary affairs, VIP reference, establishment, security, etc. Capability development, competency, concentrated from the 53 to 39 competency. Is competency to have 3-5 distinct proficiency level, supported behavior and clearly articulated. Each unique role will have predefined competency and the proficiency levels. 2-3 competency would be selected by the appraiser as the development competency for the year. Development plans. Based on the last year's performance, competency gap and future growth development plan for the each individual will be prepared and incorporated in the plan by the appraiser. Relative weights to the KRA and the routine responsibility would be pre-allocated through the system. Performance planning features. Modification to the performance plan. The change can be incorporated under the extraneous circumstances. Role change. In the event of the transfer of a time-weighted average performance rating, the roles performed by the appearance will be taken as the performance score of the year, less than 1 month in the job. Target setting principle, stage loading. What are the stage principles are there? Clearly articulated 6 target setting principles for the bill. Appraiser and appraise establish KRA and target based on these target setting principles. Reviewer reviews the performance plan for the appraiser, keeping in mind the target setting principles. Performance feedback and the review. Performance versus effort. Overall rating will be based on the achievement of the performance parameters only. The performance management system would ensure balanced KRA, capturing capability and the process building effort. Frequency of the feedback. Continuous performance feedback made possible through Comprise e-performance management system, DAIRY. Competency for the MAP. 53 competency of the present system have been consolidated into 19. Each competency has been defined and proficiency levels have been calibrated. Some of the competency used are the planning and organization, initiative and the drive, commitment to the quality, creativity and innovation, interpersonal relationship, risk taking, decision making, subordinate development, job knowledge, knowledge of the business environment, competency and the proficiency level and example. Competency name, planning and organization. Definition, it establishes systematic action plan for self and others to ensure accomplishment of the specific objective. Each competency is specified at 3 levels at the well, and a corresponding behavior description is also defined. Level 1, develops schedule to accomplish work. Develops a personal system for organizing work. Files to-do list, paperwork, pending orders that facilitates delivery of the work. Prioritize activity and issue on the daily, weekly, and monthly basis, and rework plans are as required. Level 2, clearly outline the work, deliverable, and the timelines to team members and helps them prepare action plans. Establish a course of action to accomplish a specific goal. plans proper allocation of the time and resources, analyzes cost benefit trade-off, and focus on activity that have the greatest impact. Is aware of the interrelationship among the different activity and plans work assignment and relocate resources accordingly. Level 3 works with the multiple teams, projects, and efficiency integrates, ensures integration of their delivery if required, foresees potential issues that might arise and develop contingency plan to take care of the same. Take consignee of a varied number of the input across the several functions and develop the long-term direction for unit function. These competencies are rated on a 5-point scale as follows. Learner, development area, capable, strength, role model. Learner has not yet demonstrated the behavior of the skill. Development area sometimes demonstrate the behavior skill where appropriate. Capable often demonstrate the behavior skills. Strength almost always demonstrate behavior skill where appropriate. Role model encourages and influences others to display the skill in a job. Unique roles have to be created for every job under this system. Unique roles are the job that may be held by the different incumbents but essentially perform the same function. Thus, there may be certain differences in the incumbent experience in the number of the years, number of the people supervised by the incumbent or overall authority. But the jobs may steal from one unique role if the following questions are answered. Do the jobs have the same primary reason of existence? Is the purpose of the job same? Required answer, yes. Are the roles significantly similar in the duty, responsibility, and accountability? Required answer is the yes. If you switch the incumbent of the roles in the question, can they perform each other's roles with the same efficiency? Required answer is the yes. Would the incumbent require a significantly different set of skills or ability to perform each other's roles? No. Required answer is the no. The improvement in the new performance system consists of the design improvement, tools developed to support the MAP such as unique roles and responsibility template, measurement of the stress in the target, normalizations, e-enabling MAP, user's handbook, customizing MAP. The performance cycle, it starts with the unit business sector draft budgets in February, office performance planning, online performance planning, mid-year review, final review and feedback, normalization of the scores. These systems provide for ongoing feedback between the appraised and the appraiser. E-enabling. This system has been enabled with the objective of the ease of the use and implementation. Covers 10,000 plus the executive of Vail via internet. Consolidation of the data centrally. Real-time analysis of the data to provide insight for the business directors. Generation of the report as and when desired by the users. Draft a questionnaire for the competency mapping. Competency mapping begins with identifying the key competency from an organization and or a job, incorporating those competency throughout the various processes. Job evaluation, training, recruitment of the organization. A link between people and competency is established through an effective system of the measuring the propensity of individual on the desired competency for the role. Competency are a broader term referring to an individual's demonstrated knowledge, skills, behaviors, experience, life view, and value, and constitute the observable behaviors, acts that require a combination of all these attributes to execute. Competency mapping serves as a behavior-based standard of the performance against which the people and organization can be measured over time. Keyword: assessment center. Assessment center is a mechanism to identify the potential for the growth. It is a procedure, not location, that uses a variety of techniques to evaluate employees for the manpower, purpose, and decision. Behavior indicators describe the behaviors, thought patterns, ability that and traits that contribute the superior performance. Competency, skill, and ability describe and the behavioral terms that are coachable, observable, measurable, and critical to the successful individual for the organization's performance. The self-assessment question is given here. Fill in the blanks. The competency of the respective job description also become factor for the assessment on this one. These are the self-assessment questions are there. State whether the following statements are the true or false. Review questions are given. What are the different review questions? Are the competency mapping is given. Further reading on the competency mapping is given there. Competency mapping is important. We have discussed the further reading. We have discussed the review questions on the competency mapping. We have discussed the self-assessment on the competency mapping, keywords on the competency mapping, summary on the competency mapping, enabling the performance cycle, competency and proficiency level, an example. Performance feedback and the review. Performance planning features. Making performance system a way of the life at the field. Methods of the competency mapping. What are the methods of the competency mapping is there? Potential assessment center for the competency mapping. Potential assessment center for the competency mapping. Profiling competency framework for a particular role. Profiling competency framework for a particular role. Building competency models. Introduction. These were discussed in the competency mapping.